buddy?
Actually, I'm gonna take my
It's a little
glasses.
bright.
It is a little bit bright.
Give us 1 second. We're gonna get all of this light behind us taken care of really quick.
There was another candle up there. I know there was, and why is it not there? I've seen it. I know I've seen it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll be back. Is that better?
All right, as we're getting stuff put together, welcome to the witching hour, and we just had some late clients today, so we're just getting started. Just so you guys know, today is going to be about addiction, the spirits of addiction, the attachments, how you can tell if you have anything attached to you, how it affects your family and others around you, and also how to help remove those attachments, as well as, you know, just overcoming the addiction itself in a spiritual sense, because in all reality you need the physical, the mental, the spiritual, the emotional in order to overcome, you know, oppression and these types of spirits, because they definitely will take life from you, and that is ultimately the goal of any type of demonic spirit. And yes, it is demonic. So
You guys, the woman of the hour. Sorry.
But before we get started, since you know we're on a late start, we're gonna do pull some cards for the collective. So remember, guys, you can pick the number 1, number 2, or number 3. Get that number in your head, and I'm gonna start pulling cards and give you the message for the number that you've received. Okay. So this is gonna be for number 1. And just see what we got. Today I'm using my lyrically correct cards, and so this is all about music and songs and different things like that, because I am one that gets my messages through songs and music and all that good shit. So I just think that these fit me so well. Okay, so I pulled number 1. I'm gonna now pull number 2. Oh, I'm losing track of all of them.
Woo, girl.
That one, did you pick 2 again?
No.
Okay.
You're not supposed to tell people what I pick.
You always pick 2. Because you always say, oh shit.
I know, I do. I give myself away. I give myself away. I can't even blame you for that.
And this is number 3, guys. I'm picking for number 3. So whichever you're drawn to, pick your number, stay with the number, no cheating. Just because you want a better outcome than what you picked. Okay, so with number 1. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is some of you guys need to understand your worth and who you are in your family unit. Okay? Because this is, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. But it says, he ought to leave the young thing alone. Okay, so.
Hello, Miss Susie and Jason. Hello.
Hello, hello. And so what I'm getting out of this, he ought to leave the young thing alone, is either somebody is being picked on or singled out for their age, or they think they're too young. But also know your worth, and it might be you, the one that's singled out. Know your worth. Also, I'm seeing some relationships. Somebody is admiring you, and they want to get next to you. Rose Royce, I want to get next to you. See, I know you love it.
Just saying.
Okay.
Sorry.
And also know that this, knowing your worth and going on with this relationship, paying attention to who's paying attention to you, make sure that you are keeping your dreams alive and still continuing to focus on your dreams while you're falling in love. Because this is drifting on a memory.
I love that song.
Drifting on
I don't know.
memory.
See, it must be for you old schoolers, right? Because I'm telling you, that's some feel-good music right there.
It is. It's baby making music.
Baby making me. You know what? You young ones, stop watching right now.
Okay, so that was number 1. Number 2 Ooh, we got some gossip up here. We heard it through the grapevine.
Some of y'all.
Oh, no much longer will she be his. Okay, that's what it's specifically focusing on. So some of you guys are hearing
Stepping out
gossip,
and you're getting caught. No, I'm just
hearing
kidding.
gossip, stepping out. Know that this is something that's going to be talked about. Whether you want to break free from a relationship or somebody wants to break free from you. This is something that's going to be talked about definitely with gossip. And this is going to be really hard to let go of because it was the sweet thing. Whoa, sweet thing. Shaka Khan, okay?
Yeah.
Don't let it make you go crazy. Just because you're ready to let go or they're ready to let go of you, it's just time to break free because you are no longer on your puppet. You're no longer the puppet.
Hello,
Nobody's
Sharon.
no longer going to control you or make you turn flips and make you go up and down in your emotions, okay? This is you taking your power back and your control.
Wait, is your puppet on that one?
Yes.
No way! Oh my gosh, I've been listening to that lately.
Have you? Oh, shoot. And that was number 2. I told you she fixed 2.
No, I didn't pick anything this time, alright?
Okay, so for number 3, that's upside down. Okay. Okay, so there's some people that are waiting on paperwork, legal paperwork. Just know that it's in the mail. If you're waiting for something to come in, it's in the mail. Like a stamp to a letter. Mary Wells is sticking to her guy.
There you go.
Yep. Nothing you can say can tear me away from my God. Okay, so that's what I got. Just know that the letter is in the mail. It's on its way. And also, if you're having some issues with relationships and you feel like you're always going to be alone, okay? This is not the mentality to have. Don't hang your head down. Don't keep wondering who's loving you. Okay? Don't. Because there's somebody coming along and they're going to make sure that you stand by them. Stand by me. Stand by me. You're going to stand by their side. Stand forever. And there's nothing that's going to make you cry or shed a tear. This person is not going to make you shed a tear. So you have love coming in.
I love that. I love that.
So I thought that was kind of nifty to do this week.
No, I love that.
That was number
I love
3.
that. I love that.
So now that we're going to go into a deeper, more serious type of thing, we live in Weber County, we live in Davis County, we have a lot of addicts. A lot of addicts. If you don't know one, you are one, or an ex
yeah.
one, or
Are you dated one?
yeah, things like that. So we're gonna get started. I'll go ahead and let
Or you have family that are them. I don't even know where to start with this. Okay, guys. The reason I felt like we needed to bring this up is because, I've had some family stuff go on recently, and I'm like, okay, I will tell you, if you have somebody that's actively praying for you, I don't care if it's within, Bible thumpers, Christian, Mormon, Baptist, whatever, like this is something that affects your entire family. No, just because the addict is going through it does not mean that they're going through it alone.
No.
Now, maybe we don't feel all those same pains. As a parent, you feel different pains. I will tell you that because you don't ever want your child to be a slave to something like this. As a significant other, it breaks you in a different way because you know that they're leaving, but they're leaving for this.
Mm-hmm.
They're not leaving for someone else. They're leaving for this, and it tears you down. I will tell you that. So I will tell you, if there are addicts out there, you want to get clean, you're serious about getting clean, there's a lot of programs, there's a lot of things that can be offered. If you're serious, come into the shop and we'll do a cleanse, okay?
And the reason why, okay,
Yes.
let's explain this because it's not only a physical thing. This is a spiritual thing. When you become an addict, you are opening doors and portals into yourself, into your body, okay? And this does not only affect you, and I'm going to go the Christian version, the Bible thumper version. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's exactly what demons come to do. And they're coming in to oppress you and keep you down and then ultimately take you, which means kill you, okay? Because that means the destruction has happened. And I do want to list some things that does affect family and friends, which are in themselves spirits, okay? So if you are a family friend with somebody that's an addict, they're instilled with grief, fear, guilt, anger, resentment, shame, exhaustion, codependency, and children, they're the silent sufferers.
Yeah, definitely.
They-
I grew up with addicts, and,
Yeah.
and I know that you've been there too, and it destroys that child in a different way. And I know that you
Yeah.
guys ain't doing it on purpose, all right?
No,
I
it's not on
understand that,
purpose.
but it does. It's something that everybody that loves that person feels.
Yeah. You know, it causes these children to learn how to hide their feelings because they can't speak about things openly, okay? Also, it brings in anxiety and hypervigilance. They feel responsible for fixing the family. Come on, you know, it's little kids that feel responsible for fixing the adults in their life because the adults are addicts and showing irresponsibility in their eyes, you know? They struggle to trust others, and they repeat unhealthy patterns in relationships as they get older, which is so hard to start your child off on.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, a lot of reasoning behind addiction is because you yourself were once a child that had all these, that your pain was hidden or not talked about or didn't have a name, and you didn't have any way to be expressive or to allow that pain to be released from you. So you carry this burden and you feel so much combustion, like you want to explode as a child. As a young adult, you start to do things that are going to make you numb it. And, you know, I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, addiction does come in as it's introduced to you by somebody you care and trust, you know, and 9
or
times
in
out of
a lot
10.
of times you're just trying to numb that pain.
Mhm.
You know, I know people that did it because they were going through heartache. I know people that were doing it because they were working their asses off and they had regular pain in their body and oops,
Mhm.
you know. And then I know people that continue to still do it because reality is so rough when you come back from
Yes.
it.
And yeah, so people that are trying to get clean, you know, this is why you see somebody that's so diligent about, okay, I went to rehab, or I've had this aha moment, I'm ready to get clean, and they do so good for a little while and then they fall, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Because addiction was never the disease. The disease is the pain that didn't have anywhere to go. So if they're not working on their past traumas or anything like that, which is trauma, spiritual energy, negativity you have to release, as well as the spirit itself, okay? These have to be released from your spirit as well. There does have to be some kind of a divine intervention there. Either if you are able to do it with your own religion or your own faith, your spirit has to be strong in order to do this. Because I am going to say,
It breaks your spirit.
it does. You know, because even when it comes to like exorcisms and stuff like that, we could take the demon out of the person, and then it leaves their house empty, which is their body, okay? Because we've removed what was consuming it. And then if nothing fills it back in, like spiritual intervention or something positive to fall into, then that demon comes back with 7 more demons that are more wicked than that first demon, okay? And that's why you'll see most addicts, when they start to try and like get clean and then they fall off and relapse, it is 10 times worse to get them back on the clean wagon because there's more things attached now. You know?
And that's another reason why the seclusion starts, is because those same people that were praying for him, those same people that were helping them, they know that they need to stay away from them because they are a threat.
Yes. Yes. And so Miranda gets nervous because I was like, okay, I know what the addiction demon's name is. And I feel like it's important, because me growing up, I somehow was given a book of demon names, which I wish I knew where it was now because I don't.
They were probably weren't meant to have it in the first place.
Oh, I think I was meant to have it. I was like 11.
Oh, see.
I was like 11, and I read it, and not only did it have the demon names and how to because it was kind of biblical, and how to cast it out, but it also told you what exactly to fill it with. So that's what I was looking for. And so for anybody, if you guys feel like your calling is demonology, exorcisms, healing.
Yeah, we used to actually have a demonologist that worked in the shop. She's since retired.
Yeah.
But yes.
Okay, so if you do, you need to know basically the demon's name, right? and you call it out. So this one, I'm gonna say it's Belphegor, and this demon is the demon of sloth, laziness, and this is obsession with anything as simple as binge watching TV,
The obsession with the drug or the drink.
obsession with drug, drink, food, work, people. It's obsession with things that are just seem so simple, you know, and it creates an illusion that you're in control of this. So what it does is it brings your body to a comfort zone. What makes you lazy? It makes you lazy. So that's why it's like the main sloth and laziness, right? And it keeps you from your
Yes.
past.
So they want to know if it covers alcohol.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
And I'm going to get into that background too real quick.
Okay, good.
Okay,
good.
in just a minute. So what it does, it gives you the comfort of feeling like you're in control, but that comfort is not growth. If you're comfortable in life, you're not growing. If you haven't experienced growing pains and you're not struggling to push forward, and you're not seeing these like little bit of things happening in your life where it's like, oh shit, I took 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, but you know, that's part of growth. That's part of life and the way life works. And you're just comfortable. And me, I see comfortable, like I'm just chilling on the couch with a fan in my face, you know what I mean?
Because it's hot right now.
Yeah.
Not all the
You know,
time.
and it just, the comfort is feeding the demon because you're not focusing on your goals, you're not focusing on your life and your achievements. It's taking away from you. It's taking away from your life and the life of your children, because when your family sees this happening with you, where you're very comfortable with certain things, gaming, you know, anything like that. Porn, yes.
Actually,
Sex.
that's a very big thing.
Yeah, it is a big thing. It is. And, you know, alcoholism, drugs, it is a learned behavior, and this demon does not stay with the person. It will touch your family
And it does.
in one way, shape, or form. Either they learn its presence and they accept it as well, or they are just touched by it, you know? And what I was gonna say with that is like, this is a comfort that leaves you empty. You don't, you know, like me, I'm gonna say, yeah, because food is a big thing for me, you know? And I will say that I've indulged in that, and I still do sometimes, you know, and so that's something I need to work on. But when I'm full, I still feel empty inside, especially when I'm emotional eating, which I haven't done in a very, very long time. You feel empty and you feel guilty, and it hasn't satisfied anything. You know, it's just something to do, and it's like a habit that you feel like you need to do in order to feel better at that moment. It's an instant gratification that takes from you. And, you know, and that's really hard, especially when it comes from just very simple things. But, you know, most of our things we're talking about here is addiction and alcohol. It's from a Arabic name.
I was going to say.
It's
You guys, I grew
al-
up Catholic.
Okay.
It's ingrained in me. So.
And see, this is just stuff I'm learning because I mean,
I loved that. You were like, did you know this? I'm like,
yeah, she knows everything, motherfucker. God damn it.
I was like, no, it's because I grew up very strict Catholic. My grandma Grace was like, beat it in you type of person. And my grandmother, she kind of followed in that a little bit.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, growing up, and like I said, I grew up with addictions with my family. It was not something that I was not there for. Like, I waited until I was 21 before I took my first drink of alcohol. For the simple fact is I didn't want to become an alcoholic. It scared me. Now, yeah, I did indulge maybe a little bit when I was a child, but even then it was never something that I did because I didn't like it.
Right.
But I mean, I feel like I was, with that background, I think it was something that needed to be introduced to me in order to get through it.
Exactly.
So,
See,
you know.
and I grew up with a lot of drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, I'd say.
You know, my house was a trap house at one time in my young childhood, my adolescent years. And so I started smoking weed very young, like at about 11. But it's because I would just find all the little roaches left behind, you know, from my mom's parties and stuff.
My
you know.
mom actually took us out. She bought, okay, so we used to have this little hippie dip guy that lived down the street, and he had the best weed, okay?
Oh my gosh.
And she went and she would buy weed from him, and it was a rite of passage on our 13th birthday. When we turned 13, we were allowed to smoke weed with my mom in the car. So that was our rite of passage. And thinking about it, like, you know, growing up, you're like, oh, I guess that's kind of cool, you know? And I know why she did it, because she didn't want us going out there and trying different things with friends, because they have had some really scary things happen. But at the same time, I don't know if that's a good thing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So for us, it was a rite of passage. And you guys, if me and Nina could share stories, like, there's some shit there. And I will tell you, no spiritual person is not without
some kind of
trauma.
Some kind of experiences.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Okay, so I'm going to get back to alcohol is an Arabic name, and it comes from al-kul. And that means body-eating spirit, okay? And what is alcohol? It's rotted juice from the realm of death. Rotted juice from the realm of death, because it's right before the death of the fruit, okay? And this is what we're drinking and putting into our body, you know? And so this is what intoxicates the spirit, and our spirit moves out. Therefore, spirits will move in, and these are the roaming spirits or graveyard spirits, or the one that I named, that will come in and take over. And you know, when people black out or they start acting weird, and or even the movement is weird, you can tell, because
they're no longer there.
The demons don't walk in bodies, so they're a little bit funky. You know what I mean? So they're gonna be a little bit weird and funky, and
I just got like
the Michael Jackson Thriller. That's what I got in my head.
No, I got Men in Black. You know, when the alien gets in the body, and she's like, your skin's hanging off your bones, and he pulls the skin back, and he's like, is that better? You know?
Right? And
this I know my Igor, that wasn't my Igor.
And I'm going to tell you, alcohol, since it is legal, it is one of the easiest things that will put your bloodline into bondage. And I'm going to say bondage because once this turns generational, it takes a hold of all your bloodline. Yeah. Therefore, everybody is
and that's when you little, what do they call them? Breakers.
The chain breakers?
Yeah, the chain breakers, the generational curse breakers. That's when you guys come into play. And I'm sorry, because it sucks.
Mm-hmm. And it's so funny because people will say, oh, I'm going to come home and have a beer to feel good. This is a freedom mocker, okay? It mocks freedom. It mocks I'm just relaxing after work. It's lying to your body, okay? Alcohol does. And so that's why it's so easily accepted. You know, it's more easily accepted than of course, like meth or,
and
whatever else.
That's the thing, is alcohol and alcoholism is a more acceptable addiction. It's more presentable to the public. Oh, he's just drunk versus that motherfucker's high off of coke. Or, sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Like, this person is messed up off meth, or, you know, you're definitely correct there. Like, people see it more acceptable, socially acceptable.
Right. And once somebody is touched by this, or they might even have it in their blood because the root's already there, and the root is actually your soul cry. You're soul crying from this connection. The root is it's like spiritually dislocated. So you have to find your path, your way, your purpose in order to fill this void, okay? And so that's going to be the start of rehabilitation, or getting off of drugs, alcohol, or any other type of addictions you might have. You know, just know that if people are trying to do like the casting out of spirits or anything like that, just know you do have to fill it with something else. Okay, you do have to fill it.
And that's where, you know, and this is going to be so awful, because you get addicts that think that they're clean and that they're safe, and they go back to their old stomping grounds. But I'm clean. Mm-hmm. I'm clean. I'm not an addict anymore. I've done all the classes. I've done all of this. It's not a risk for me, but yes, it still very much is. That family that you still run to talk with, they're still going to have that beer at that barbecue, and are you strong enough to avoid that?
Right.
You know, they're going to go smoke in the bathroom. Are you strong enough to avoid that?
Yeah, and
Hello, Yaya.
hi, Yaya. Also, you know, just knowing that this is, you know, especially returning to your own stomping grounds, in order to have change in your life, and this goes with anything,
You
you
gotta
have
change.
you have to get out of the comfort zone, and you're gonna have to make a sacrifice of something that you already have in order to make a change. You know, and a lot of people do this in fear, and that's okay. It's okay to have a little bit of fear, but when fear is controlling you, that's probably not a good thing. Okay, that just means that you're probably being held down or oppressed by heavy energies or spirit.
So we did have a comment come in. It says, how come addiction affects some family members in the family and not others?
And
I would say it has to do with their strong will.
mhm, their spirit, their strong will, and also I'm gonna say that you can have like 2 parents and 3 kids. Okay, every kid is gonna have a different experience in the same family because of who they are as a person, how they're receptive to things, and how they are treated in the family. Because we all know there's always people that are treated differently, and so if one of them is always getting blamed or being the martyr or even the spoiled one that gets everything they want, these are usually the ones that turn into addicts because one doesn't have responsibility or purpose, and the other one feels like they're not worthy and they're better off dead. So basically.
Or they get older and they go through some really rough life shit and
Yeah.
they don't have something to fall back on.
And I'm gonna say that, like, and you know, religious or whatever, however you want to take this, I do feel like implementing a faith base in your family is gonna be one of the best things you can do for your family, because then they have something to fall back on when these things do happen, when they fall off, when they go through shit. So they don't fall into drugs or other things, they can fall into their faith. And like I said, I don't care what it is. If it's, you know, spiritualism, if it's, you know, religion, or other things that they have. If they have that strong base, then they're gonna have something to fall back on.
Yeah, yeah. Or just make it that safe place. I will tell you that. Okay, so with that, do you have more on there?
I just know to fill an empty house, which is your body, after you've removed the spirit, you want to make sure and fill it with discipline, productivity, diligence, purpose, spiritual friction. And when I say spiritual friction, it's like a drive for their spirit, you know, that they want and they have the desire to move forward and to live and be vibrant within themselves.
Yeah.
And so this is like, you know, there's some motivation and there's self, the way they perceive themselves. So that's pretty much all I have on that. But how can you tell when you have attachments?
One way to tell you have an attachment, you have this general, people that you've been around or people that care for you, all of a sudden you have a huge dislike for. Okay, now these are going to be your people that pray for you. These are going to be the people that care about you. These are going to be the people that want you to succeed. And it's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to be a huge dislike or a huge discomfort. Okay. Other things, you know your body. Okay. A lot of times we get people that come in here and they're like, hey, something just fell off and I needed to get a cleanse. More than likely they have attachments and things. You know when you're not feeling right. Don't
Right.
question it. Okay.
I am gonna say that most of the stronger attachments or demons are gonna be roaming ones. So you can just walk into a place, and if your spirit is weak enough, or you're emotional, or you know anything, you can pick that shit up. And it might not be with you yet, but it's still here lingering, waiting for a chance to attach to you.
Yeah, or just waiting for that weak moment. Or, you know what, it's just hanging out with you because it sees that little stain on you and it knows, hey, they might not do something, but someone they love does something. So, with that being said, you guys know your body. If something feels wrong or off, get it checked out. The worst thing we could tell you is no, you're okay. And that's not even a worst thing, because trust me, you're going to be happy with that. If you do, some people have night terrors, some people have shakes, some people crave weird addictions. So, a lot of people have a lot of shame base, and it will start slowly with those
It's
things.
gonna start with shame and guilt.
Yes, it will
and
start
things like
very slowly. and then it just kind of eats at you and feeds off of you. Now, I will tell you, with some of these things, it can go further into some type of possession. We have had a lot of people that have come in that have been possessed by certain spirits because of these addictions. I will tell you, a lot of time with sexual demons, we get a lot of people that are consumed by succubi. And that usually comes with very perverse thoughts, things that are not normal for said person. Now, with that being said, yes, there are certain things that we do for certain stuff, but get yourself a cleanse, okay? But make sure you're ready for this. And reach out to your safety net. You guys, there's help out there. Don't turn away knowledge on things. I feel like knowledge has always been one of those things where it saves you. It's the faith that saves, definitely.
Exactly.
And you've got people like us, and you, depending on your faith, you know, whatever it is, whether you're like us or you're part of the church family, or you've got people that you love that care about you, turn to them.
Yeah.
You know, if someone shames you, don't allow that to be your normal. Say, okay, I'm done, that's fine, cool, whatever, and move on to somebody else, because there's help out there. And the bad thing with these addictions, and I'm talking about all addictions, you guys, where we're primarily focusing on drugs and alcohol, there are other addictions in the world, you know. But with any type of an addiction, you don't need to feel shame. You don't need to feel bad. We're going to help bring you back from it, and that's the biggest thing. And if somebody's going to tear you down while you're feeling vulnerable, then, you know what, say thanks. No, we're good.
That's not where you need to be.
That's not where you need to be.
And I am going to throw in here real quick. So addiction is the 4th stage of possession.
Oh, I love that you were putting that out there.
So there's 9 stages to possession. And the first one is the introduction, which is, it brings the lack of self. And that's where you start to feel bad about yourself.
Some people hear spirits, I will tell you. Some people can smell them. I know when they're really bad demons, I can usually smell them. If you can't see them.
Dirt, sulfur, you know, just
Rotting
anything shit.
It's just,
you know, pee, you know, just different things like that that are just nasty. If you get that smell out of nowhere and like you didn't piss your pants or anything, then that might want to give you a little bit of discernment. Use your discernment, guys.
Spray this, spray our room. We have this. I mean, you guys, we've got a plethora of
early
things.
stage. It can get rid of it
Yeah.
quick if it's not already embedded. The second is the entertainment. And so this is like, okay, now I'm entertaining this new habit, this new hobby. And so it starts to desensitize you where you don't give a fuck. You know, you don't care about certain things that you used to care about. The third one is an indulgence. And I'm going to tell you, the indulgence is where the contract is signed, where you agree, okay, yes, I'm going to accept this in my body and I'm going to be addicted to this. And whether you're actually physically doing it or not, your soul is making a contract with the said addiction demon.
Yes.
Okay. 4th is addiction, where it weakens your will. 5th is infestation, and that's where we usually get a lot of people at the infestation.
This
point.
is where they're starting to have supernatural things take place.
The nightmares.
Family. Yeah. Nightmares are a very big thing.
I'm going to tell you, their atmosphere of their aura will start to change. It starts to get heavier and darker.
Yes.
Okay. And then 6th is oppression. This is a spiritual attack, and this is where your freedom is restricted. Okay. And this is where you start to see the dark eyes.
Yes.
Okay. And so, you know, just got to keep your eye on that. 7th is pollution, where
You're polluting yourself and your environment.
and others.
Yeah.
You try to influence others and be like manipulative, and this is basically the enemy ruling. Whatever's inside you is taking over.
This is when your cousins get your other cousins started on heroin.
Oh yeah. 8 is possession. This is when the spiritual is absolutely dominant in the body. Your spirit is no longer dominant in your body, and this is where a lot of things happen where they are no longer coherent of what they're doing. And then 9 is suicide. That's the main goal, is the destruction of the spirit, and that means the destruction is complete. Okay, so those are the 9 stages of possession, and like I said, addiction is number 4.
Yeah, so
That's
it
halfway
starts
point.
and it keeps going, you guys.
Yeah.
It keeps going. So I love that you brought that up.
Yeah, it just, and it just sucks because the whole family will carry the burden, and
Yeah.
Because they see it and there's nothing they can do, they feel helpless. And so it starts to attack their own self-value, worth, and stuff like that. But just know, just as bad as it can hit your family, and the addiction starts, makes the family stronger for when they're recovering. So, and it will restore the family as a whole as well when recovery happens. So there is a happy ending. It's just how strong the will is going to be and how much of a support system that they have.
Yes. So if you guys do have someone with addiction, if you can talk them in to come in and get a cleanse, we're more than welcome to that. We're more than willing to do that, is
Yes.
what I was going to say.
And so what that will do, since they're in the 4th stage, it will help. Yeah, Miranda's probably the best egg cleanser in Utah, okay? And I'm not saying that just because she's sitting right here, just from what I've experienced and everything. And honestly, like, we have people down the street, we have people around the corner, yes, I called out, that are not even of the culture of where the egg cleanse derived from. They don't even understand where it's coming from at best. They cannot tell you the history and why things work the way they do and why an egg is used or anything like that. And they are basically a different culture trying to pick up this egg cleanse. I would not trust that. So that's just me personally.
So we have a few people that are making some comments.
Okay.
Giselle said, my mom and I got a cleanse from Miranda last week and we feel great. I'm so glad. I love you guys. And then Yaya says, my husband was an addict since he was 13. His family and his exes couldn't help him. Instead, they left him alone. I came into his life and changed. And he changed and he got support by cutting this out. So, it says that we're glitching.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably just the Wi-Fi. There's nothing I can do about that.
Okay.
And it's probably because of what we're talking about too, guys. There's a lot of things that don't want us to say the shit we need to.
Yeah, and that happens to us quite a bit, I feel like. Susie says it's better. Thank you, Susie.
Okay.
So with that being said, you guys, we do offer a lot of different things in the shop. The first thing that we would recommend is to come in and get a cleansing or do some kind of a cord cutting. Nina,
Yeah.
do you want to do that now or you want to wait until the end?
No, I'll go ahead and start that. I'm not going to literally light it because I start shit on fire, okay?
She does. She does.
So,
she had a client in here yesterday, you guys, and I just seen the candles because we dispose of things the next day. The candles are ash. I've never seen candles turn to ash before, so you know what, girl, you got taken care of.
yeah.
But with that being said, what the cord cutting does is it removes it. You're removing that attachment, that connection, okay?
From the person.
It's separating it.
Okay, so what you want to do is get one candle, and you can use any color. I prefer white on this. Write the addict's name and their addictions. If it's multiple, write them all on here, okay? And we're going to do one cord, and this is going to go in a figure 8.
I love watching her do this because I feel like she's so meticulous about it.
I am. So what I like to do is I like to have them put their DNA on the little
The wick.
string,
Yeah.
on the string, just so that this is their DNA. They're in agreement and they're making a contract with the candles.
Thank you, Jennifer. She posted a 988 text or call. It's a suicide hotline.
Oh, good.
Yes, and that is isn't it nationwide, I believe? Yeah. So that's good. If you guys are feeling these scary thoughts or you just need somebody to talk to, please get help.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So I like to have them put their DNA on the string, tie it around, and I pull it to the top just because this is where it's affecting. These chakras up here is mostly the heart, the mouth, because the mouth is consuming in one way, shape, or form, whether it's saying yes or literally.
Or they're just trying to stop
ingesting.
you from voicing it.
Yeah, and then also the head, because our mentality is one of the main things over addiction. The brain, the little thing that has, okay, you need this shit in your body. in there. So that's where you want to do it. You light up both wicks, and they've made a contract that, okay, this is breaking the whatever is binding me down. Okay, and if you feel like you have enough energy, enough power behind you to help somebody do this, then you're gonna cup it and you're gonna hold it until that shit burns all the way down, because you're putting your energy in. This is basically you holding space for this to happen and to disconnect this person from this attachment. Okay, and whatever you see visually or in your third eye is spiritually. Okay, so they're agreeing to do this. They're making a contract with themselves to release the addiction, and that's why you.
And the
You do it
reason
like
I
that.
tell you to go to people that know what they're doing is a lot of times these will fight back.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yesterday with the candle, I mean, this candle was literally trying to touch the woman that was
Mhm.
sitting here while they were placed right here in
Yeah.
front of her. And the flame shot up and came at her.
Yeah, and she even had to like scoot all the way back. Yes, ma'am.
Can we do this?
Can you do this without their knowledge? They have the ones that made the contract with the addiction demon, so it's better if they do it
If they
themselves.
agree,
Yeah.
and then if you come with them to help them, that's one thing.
Back though.
Yes, and we'll talk about those in a minute. Let's see. I always screw up the name.
She'll help.
Shell. She said Miranda.
What was the candle did? What was the candle did that was amazing?
I think we did a reversal candle on you.
Oh,
Yeah, and you can do reversal candles. There are different candles.
their addiction, because we know addiction comes from trauma, guys. And so if you know that somebody did something malicious, is like addiction to fall into, then you can reverse the candle for this person.
Yes. And not going to come into a lot of food. And so if you guys accept you guys want to do candle, reversing all that ugly energy back. You don't have to send it to the person, but you know, your body.
Is it back on yours?
I think it's delayed.
Okay,
Yep, it's back. We're back.
okay.
So, that is one that you would need the person's knowledge for. There are other ones that you can do. You can light candles, you can do prayer candles. Again, like with what Nina said, these are actual demons. These are actual things that are infesting your body and causing this weakness upon your soul, upon yourself, upon the person that you are. So, after certain things like this are done, I would recommend doing some type of a healing candle, whether it's, you know, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, San Benedito. You know, he helps with things. If you're attacking the demon itself, any one of the archangel candles would work wonderful. Saint Michael is amazing because this man goes into battle for you with all sorts of things.
Yes, and just know with this, if they're right in the middle of their addiction or it's getting started or whatever, this is something that you can use to help them. To help them get through it, to help them eliminate themselves and have the desire to eliminate themselves from it.
Yes, and then we also have another candle, Saint Raphael, who is also another archangel. I know there's a lot of work that's done with him, especially when it comes to healing. You guys, you're trying to heal the person. It's their body that's been havocked. It's been wrecked, and like they say, you feel that emptiness. A lot of people will say, "Well, I still hear voices," or "I'm seeing things still," or "It's not gone." Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
but it's trying to get back in, and this is you fighting it off.
And also, let me just say, for people that are still hearing voices and stuff like that, especially when you do stuff like the meth and what's the black shit? Heroin. I'm like, what's the black shit? Can't think of it. You know, different things like that that are
Some heroin is actually, never mind, we're not going to go into my knowledge of drugs.
things like that. It does open a portal within your spirit. Okay, so you have an open portal where shit's gonna come in and out, and so you are gonna hear other things, and it does affect you, and it does open up your third eye in a negative way, to where
Yeah, because we get a lot of people that come in here and say, "Oh, I do meth, so I can connect." You guys, I don't even know what to say there. I feel like
that is not going to connect you to anything of goodness.
not permanently either.
No. It will drive you crazy because that's what it's supposed to do. These things will drive you crazy, and that's the ultimate goal there.
Yeah.
So you have to remember that not only do you have to disconnect from the spirit, portals need to be closed.
Yes, and that's usually when, if it's been infested into your home, that's when you'll want to have someone that is experienced, you guys, someone that is experienced come
Not people
out
that
to
play
the
with
home.
paranormal shit, okay?
Yes.
That'll just make it worse.
Yes. If you have no other option, then you lean into whatever faith base you have,
Yeah.
and you push that throughout the home. Because I will tell you, just because someone says they can clean your house at a discounted price, or you think it's outrageous, just make sure the person is knowledgeable. I just got something that went off. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't like it. But anyways, make sure the person is knowledgeable. Make sure they know what they're doing, because you can actually cause more harm than help. Same with the cleanses. You guys, just because you've seen it on TV or you've seen somebody else do it does not mean that they know what they're doing. Again, if you have no other option and this is your option, you make sure you lean into that faith base and you pull that shit. Okay? If not, come to someone who knows what they're doing, please.
Yeah.
We get a lot of newbie things that pop up, or people that, are like, "Oh, well, you were cheaper, so we didn't want to go to you." And then they end up paying $500-600 down in Salt Lake for someone that made you bring your own supplies that still didn't remove it, and you left with more. We have other people that are out there discounting what we do at even cheaper rates, but they have no background in this. I will let you know that I have had a very strong background in all of these things.
She does.
Very strong background. And I have a lot of strong teachers.
Or there's people that think just because they are in a spiritual group and they see shit on TikTok and they're like, "Oh, this is easy." It's not that easy. Not if you are doing it correctly, because I'm gonna tell you, in cleanses, shit hits us. It will jump off of the one person. If you're not prepared and secured and in a safe space, it will jump off and go to somebody else. And also in like homes and stuff like that, you'll be attacked. You'll be attacked and you'll be hurt, especially if it's to the point of possession or infestation even. You will be hurt, because these things don't care. They'll swing at you, they'll bite you, they'll
I've
fuck
been
you
tossed
up.
across the room, I
Yes.
don't know how many times.
Okay,
Okay?
so when it comes to things of the paranormal, please make sure that you are using your discernment in your heart, in your head, and that you trust whoever is going into your home, because
People
it
will
can
leave shit
get
in your home.
dangerous, and then they'll bring their own shit and just shit it in your house. So yeah, it's just hard to understand or know, but there just has to be something reputable behind the people that you're allowing in your home to do these things for you, or to do your cleanses and stuff like that. And that in itself is a warning. Just because we've seen too many playing Ghost Hunter, and too many playing, "Oh, I'm a healer and I'm a love and lighter, and I'll just zip you with light and throw love your way and you're all good." No.
And it's not. And I will tell you, I have been on actual house cleanses. We have been on actual house cleanses where this one has had to open things up to a darker plane
Yes.
in order to get rid of that darkener. And then we have to seal it off, and then that's when we push other things.
Yeah, because these spirits, when they get taken off, they have to go somewhere. Okay? You can't just release them into the universe. They have to go somewhere. And me, I have no problem going to the darker ends, or the underworld, or whatever you want to call it. Just because that's what I was brought up for, That's what I was raised in. The gutter. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Okay, if you guys are trying to combat some of these things, or you've already gone through a lot of this, I did go through the shop, and I found some different things that we can offer. You guys, we have Saint Benedict necklace and rings. Again, that's
Which we
provide-
all wear, you guys.
We do. We all wear them, and we actually like them.
There's my ring right there on the middle.
Pretty, it's right there. Pretty regularly, because you know we be getting into some stuff. Any of your black stones, you guys, black obsidians. We've got bracelets. We've got necklaces. Okay, these are going to help just drain whatever it is around you. So
Absorb, repel.
Yes, absorb, repel. Thank you. Good
Yes.
wording. Good
Yes, ma'am.
wording. So, with that being said, and then we also have black tourmaline. You guys, I love to recommend black tourmaline, but I will tell you, once the stone is done absorbing everything, it starts to flake off and it breaks. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to fix
Just
it.
get rid of it.
Just get rid of it. It did its job. Same with your bracelets, things like that. It just broke out of nowhere. Don't touch it. If it's in a place where you can leave it, leave it. If you have to grab it, go and bury it somewhere not near your home.
No. So what it means is it's done its job. It took a hit for you. It stopped something from coming towards you. And so that's a good thing. Just let it be and get something new.
Okay, and then I'll answer your question in just a second. So, you want something that's going to raise your vibrations and your spirits, you guys. I have some, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Galena. Okay, we have necklaces that are Galena. We did used to have a couple of stones. They are kind of higher priced, but I will tell you they work. They raise that vibration so high that it sings, and you don't have to worry about that. A lot of these things are lower attachments. So if you're walking in a path where you feel like you're running low, get you something that's going to lift your vibrations. Same with frankincense and myrrh. You guys, I religiously talk about that for that specific reason. Copal, rue, any one of those things are going to help cleanse that area, and it's going to help reject it. So you just need to bring in good things. That's where your Palo Santo, your sweetgrass should never be burned by itself, by the way, guys. That's coming from my native side, just so you know. Cedar. I will tell you, with Native Americans, there is a special bath that we do with cedar. And this, you can actually see it seeping out of the bath into the plant itself. And a lot of times you have to go to a special healer to do that. But a lot of the elders have instilled this in their children. Now, you can take cedar, boil it, put it in the bath, you take the bath with it, and you can watch it literally pull out of the person. They do this a lot for rape victims, sexual victims, a lot of those type of crimes, because what this does is it breaks your spirit, it breaks your soul, and you need to cleanse it and put it back together. Now, it'll never be the same as it was, but you're not lost anymore.
And you don't have that void or that hollowness within you where that pain is or that suffering and trauma.
And it brings your spirit back.
Also for your home, wind chimes, bells, take down those blackout curtains and let some motherfucking light in your house. Okay? Open some windows. Yeah, let's just scream citrus, okay? Lemons, grapefruit, different things like that. And it could be the natural fruit, sprays, anything like that to lift the vibration in your home.
Yes, so we did actually do a ward with citrus, and it's in one of our past videos. So if you guys want to check that out, you're more than welcome to. If we need to re-mention it on another video, we will. Just so you
I
guys
was
know.
gonna say too, also always want to put protection around your addict, okay?
Yes.
Put protection around them, and if you don't know what else to do, drop to your knees and pray.
And do
If
it.
you are a Psalms person, a Bible person,
I'd love that you
Psalms
bring the
91 and 109
Yes.
together. Those are the battle cries, okay, of the Psalms and the book of Psalms. Just make sure you close it with amen or whatever it is that you choose to close it with. Ashe, namaste, so it is, whatever. So mote it be, whatever
yeah.
it is. There's no wrong way, guys. Even if you're mixing that with Bible verses, it's okay. All right, so that is the battle cry for anything against the enemy. And, you know, like I said, if all else fails, go to your Psalms.
Yes. Cleansing candles. You guys can light these in the home while this person has been cleansed. You can place them in the bedroom. You guys, these things are here for a reason. They are to help implement they don't take everything away. Yes, that person will still need a cleanse, but let's go ahead and light this and help them on their journey.
It gives them a chance to
Yes.
remove some of that heaviness so that they can think for themselves and they can have a little bit of hope.
Now, I know a lot of people don't work with the Santa. I do work with the Santa, and I will tell you, we have Santa candles here in the shop. Any white candle will do. Now, if you do work with the Santa or you want something very powerful, I do work with the Santa. I have a very strong addiction spell that I do that I know has worked. It's a little bit rough, so I don't always like to go into it, but if you have family, friends, lovers, whatever it is, and you need help with that, get at your girl. Like, we can help you guys.
It for you.
We can help you guys. Now, another thing is we do sell these different teas in the shop. Now, they are known to help with addiction. So if you're going through it yourself, you guys come and check it out. I have given this to someone that I know that has been an addict. I swear it helped him that day. He'll say it didn't, but I swear it did.
Yeah, so Mike gave that to my son, a couple of bottles of them.
Yeah.
And he drank, like he was kind of a chicken shit, so he drank half and then half. But for his alcohol addiction.
Yeah.
So
you guys, I'm just saying, we carry them. Come and check them out. Bay leaves, you guys, it has been scientifically proven if you burn bay leaves in the home or around any atmosphere, it completely changes the vibration, the electrical impulses, and everything. Bay leaves are wonderful. If you have an addict that's struggling, you can use salt, you can use bay leaves. You're going to place this around them. You're going to put it in their homes. I have someone that I gifted juniper beads to, okay? They were a past addict and they were struggling. I gifted them juniper beads.
yeah.
Those juniper beads, he said the moment that he stepped out of the house, he was looking for something to get high with, and he said the moment that he thought he had found somebody to do that, the juniper beads broke, and it scared the shit out of him. He turned around and he went back in the home.
Good.
So that, I mean, there's stuff that is strong enough to help with these things. You guys are not at it alone.
Don't we have addiction bracelets too?
Yes, we actually do have some. I thought I grabbed it. I don't know, maybe I didn't. But we do have specific addiction bracelets, and they can also be customized. You just need to let us know. Now, with that being
Okay,
said,
hold on. I'm gonna say, with the jewelry and stuff, you guys be diligent about your jewelry. Make sure it's real stones and not crystals and glass
yeah.
and fake shit. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because as much as like TikTok pushes stuff, I've never ordered anything off there, so I'm not really sure if it's real or what other stores sell. They may be reselling something that is already out there or that's cheap, and it's just glass, and it's not going to help you for shit.
Yeah, and I've walked into several stores recently, and they claim to be crystal shops and things like that, and I can pick out all the stuff that was glass, that was fake, and it's sad that they're claiming that they are this, but they couldn't pick out the fake from the real. So, you know what? One way to tell with those things, you can tap it and you'll hear it. It'll sound different, okay? This is an actual hematite bracelet. You're not gonna, it sounds full when you click it, okay? It sounds
Do you
full.
have anything glass?
No. I wear all that shit.
Well, I
No,
got
I'm
that
kidding.
fake right there.
Okay, so we're gonna tap this. See how it sounds hollow? It
Yeah.
sounds empty.
Yeah, it sounds empty.
So,
it's my mood ring, guys.
yeah, so with that being said, you guys, you can tell. Also, stones. You guys, what people don't realize, look at your damn stones. Look at your stones. Even in any of these ones that I wear, okay, do you see perfectly just symmetrical lines? It's all perfect. No, there's going to be imperfections in your stones. Ones that look super pretty and super clear and super clean are usually not right. Okay?
They're not real.
They're not. This one, does that look like it's symmetrical and pretty and clean? No, it's a hot mess, y'all. But there's a reason for that. Okay, so pay attention to that. If they look too shiny and they didn't just recently get polished, a lot of times they're glass.
Did you have somebody that had a question you said you'd get back to?
Oh, yes. Okay, so what what do we know about a black walnut bath? I will tell you, black walnut baths are amazing,
It
especially.
will strip everything though.
It will, yeah, it will strip everything. So you need to put some love and light and some happiness, good vibes, that type of stuff. You are going to want to do something like that after. But I will tell you, do not take that bath unless you are completely, absolutely, positively sure you want that done and over with. Okay?
Yeah, because it, like I said, it does strip you of everything. That's good and bad, because that's what it does. That's what it's for. So you do have to implement some type of recharge or re-implementing what you're supposed to have.
What you're supposed to have
within you. So don't just leave it like that, because it will, yeah, it will make you feel like you are lost and stuck.
Yeah, definitely.
With that. So just be really careful with the black walnut baths. They work good as hell.
They do. But I do actually, I've been watching too much Ted Lasso. You guys help me. Oh yeah, so new episodes August 5th. Ted Lasso, sponsor me. Just kidding.
right.
No, I actually make a safer form of the walnut bath. It is a Hispanic version of the walnut bath. So a lot of curanderos actually work with this bath. So if that's something you want to do, get out your girl. I can make you a special safer version if you're not ready to do the more harsher version, and that's okay. But we do sell the black walnuts here, and we do sell the bath here, and sell my safer version here. So if you guys are interested, get out your girls, come into the shop in Roy, Utah. We have been dubbed the
real witch store.
The real witch shop. And there's reason for that, you guys.
We had a client the other day, and it wasn't one of ours, it was one of our other persons here, our other reader, and a Caucasian lady, and she goes, yeah, people, you come in here and you expect something scary or different. You don't expect the vibration to be very high and good in here, just because of the type of store it is. She goes, because people expect it to be scary. She goes, but it's not. Every time I come in here, I feel real good. I feel better.
She was so cute.
It was cute.
She was like, super cute. I like her.
So there's people that are afraid to come in here because, they're always talking shit on this store, but it's been around for, about 15 years?
15, 16 years, I think.
Something like that. So, it's been around for a while. We paid our dues here, and it's not going down. So
doing really
with
good.
that, they say, oh, well, they put spells on you to bring you back, and no, that's not true. Anybody that who's actually had a service will know that are completely genuine, and we're there to help. That's why our prices are not friggin' outrageous. That's why, but they are enough to pay for our energy, because we know what we're doing, and we will also give out knowledge that normal people won't do. We want you to walk away knowing how to heal yourself, rather than having to come back to us all the time.
Yeah. And if that's something you want to do, we're more than willing to help you with that.
Yeah.
We're not going to look down on you if you're a baby witch. We're not going to give you crap about that either. If you do walk in here with that kind of stank attitude where I know everything and I'm better than them, I will tell you, honey.
We'll let you know everything on your own.
Yeah, definitely. So,
What is this shit?
So, this is my vinegar. I was going to do a spell for y'all on here. I will still do that. But I also want you guys to know that we do sell Thieves vinegar. Okay, Thieves vinegar is wonderful. If you know history on that, you're going to know it works for a lot of things. We're talking itching, insect bites. We're talking scrapes, parasites, sanitizing. We use it for spells all the time. I use this lovely vinegar for my court case spells, you guys. So we sell it here. It's in a nice little pretty bottle. It smells pretty strong, so be prepared.
Everything here is like our oils, everything is not bought from a retailer. We make it there.
Yes, definitely. Now, I will tell you that wanted to know, and same way, you are going to say there's usually when you light this candle. If the person is willing, you want to take this candle and rub it all over their body, moment picture, I went and I prayed for them. Okay, they ended up deciding that they wanted to stop doing drugs. Because even though they OD'd, they still did another 2 days of usage. But the moment I lit the candles, when they I feel like they pulled back. We did the candle. We got them more beads. Ended up having cleansed them, and I will explode. Flame shot up.
Know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
And it bounced off of him and hit the wall and knocked a bunch of shit down. And yeah, and so we smudged the entire home. It was rough, you guys. So know what you're doing. Know what you're doing. Glitched. Then who spelled? The shop is at.
Oh yeah.
Glitched the whole spell. Oh, so it went off on the whole spell? Is that
Yeah,
what
my
she said?
sister just said it glitched. Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't want us to say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. Let me check and see if it's different.
Mine looks like it's already. It's back on.
No.
The ones I
know.
I was like, there. Watch it start. And it does.
Mm-hmm.
We are almost
I know,
there.
we're almost done. We're almost done.
We're almost there.
Letting me move it up here so it's not like right here.
Gotcha.
It just came back on there. I'll be on in just a minute.
We go.
Okay.
Okay, guys, reiterate that these addiction candles, we're going to, is it working? Yeah, I think it's working.
Okay.
Okay, so these addiction candles, they are in the shop. You will secure on them. You will light the candle of the person. If the person is willing to do
Glitching again, motherfucker.
we are gonna get this out. Okay, I think it's back up.
All right. So, yeah, we know we're glitching a lot, guys. We're not saying nothing while it's glitching when we notice it. So let's just proceed with your other spell that you have there,
Okay.
your vinegar spell.
All right, guys. Will my lovely counterpart bring me a bottle of water? Or you have some? Let me use your water, baby. Okay, so another spell that you can do for said person without their knowledge. We're going to pretend this is vinegar, you guys. We are going to take that and we are going to fill it about a quarter of the way full. Okay. If you have to put a lot of drugs in here, then you're gonna want to fill it more. Now, what we do, and I do this, you want to do it on a completely plain piece of paper. This one is a very newbie spell, and it's very versatile. You can use this one. We are going to tear said paper, okay, and we are going to make sure that every single part of this is tore. Okay, whatever we're going to put in there, and this is supposed to be like a little different shape. And pretend that's like a perfectly rectangle, okay? And you want it to be tore on all angles, okay? You are going to take person's name, I was gonna put John Doe. Their date of birth. Okay. And then if you're feeling froggy, you can throw in the addiction that they have in there. Or you can put
Like the actual alcohol or
Yeah.
meth or whatever.
Yes.
If you find their little stash, throw it up in there. They'll be mad.
They'll be mad. They'll get over it.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's
It'll
fine.
be alright.
If not, go ahead and write what they're addicted to. You are going to fold this away. You are going to say, I remove this addiction from said person. And you're going to fold it away from this person at least 3 times until all the corners are folded. Okay? All the corners are folded, if you can see that. You are going to drop it in there. You are going to take a white candle and you are going to write the person's name, their date of birth, and what you want from them, from this addiction to be removed. You're going to close this. You're going to leave that on that little altar paper, and you're going to light this candle, okay? And you're going to say your prayer, and you're going to pour your heart out. You're going to say whatever you need to say, okay? Now, I know this one works really well. Again, I do work with the Santa on addictions. So with her, normally it's what we would call like an amberish, brownish colored candle. Okay, if you're interested in that or you want that work done, hit your girl up, let us know. Say you have a lot of turbulence, a lot of things that are going on. Say that you're actually still in the home where this addiction is taking quite a bit of place. Light a black candle, you guys, in order to transmute that negative energy. Okay?
You're just gonna let the candle light go all the way down.
Yep, burn it and light it all the way down.
And then what do they do with the jar?
Then with the jar, you can take it and you can bury it. You can dump it out in a stream that's flowing away. Now, if you put the drugs in there, don't do that. Okay, just dispose of it.
Can they flush it down the toilet?
You definitely could. Now, afterwards, you guys are gonna want to put. You guys can use oils too. So I did grab a different oil. There's a couple other ones that are used for specific things, whether it's a food addiction, whether it's alcohol or drugs, different addictions, even sex addictions. There is a specific oil you place on the body that will help cleanse the body as well and keep it pure and push back these.
And if they're not willing, put it on their picture.
There you go.
If
There
they're
you
not
go.
willing, put it on their picture. And just pretend it's their body. As long as you can see it here, it is, okay?
And I will tell you, you guys, my egg cleanses are so powerful that I had a woman come in from California. We do get a lot of people that will drive from different states to come see us here.
Mhm.
That's how good we are. And a lot of times it's just word of mouth.
Yeah.
So they'll come in for these. I had a woman that came to see me for her brother, for his alcoholism. He was wanting to die. He wasn't coming out of the room. I did one of my egg cleanses over his picture. I told her I would prefer to have his permission. He gave it to me cocky because he didn't believe that I could do anything.
It's okay if they're cocky.
Yeah, it is. It's fine. It ain't nothing we ain't dealt with before. I cleansed him. I did the candle. I had his picture because the sister gave it to me, and he had stopped drinking within a week. He was finally starting to get better. She said he needs something to strengthen his spirit. She came back in to see me. I said, okay, let's do this. We did this. And he was starting to become the person that she knew again. Now, he's had some health issues because he's allowed this to go on for so long. So there are some other things. I'm not saying we're going to remove this whole addiction from you and you're going to live the best life ever. You do need to realize that sometimes you
suffer consequences from what you do to your body, guys. And there's nothing that, really that we can do with that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Giselle. She says, I can testify your egg cleanse is the best. You ladies are phenomenal. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So,
To end this is my last week here, guys. I don't know if Miranda's going to continue without me or have, people come in and help her out, which I hope you do.
yeah, so I've decided, yes, I'm going to continue with them. Right now, it'll probably be solo or I'll pull other people in every once in a while. Nina does have to take some time off. We do have a donation set up here in the shop, as well as a GoFundMe she needs to take about 8 weeks off. So she's going to be out. This was her last week. Everybody that needed to get an appointment with her, you needed to have that done already. So
Yeah, because I booked tomorrow all the way up.
Yeah.
But also Angie and Tasha are, apparently their oils that are here.
Oh,
All proceeds are going
okay.
to my behalf.
So we have talked about their oils here in the shop. So we will say
I got it, I want it.
the I want it oil is actually, all proceeds are going to go to Nina. So if you've been waiting, now's the time, y'all. And Tasha, she makes and she crafts these wonderful oils, pheromone based. They smell so good. She even has a man's line, you guys. All her proceeds are going to be donated to Nina as well. And
I'm not gonna cry this week, okay? But
like,
I
"Don't
just
do
know
it."
that
Oh my
like,
God,
I
do it.
appreciate everybody, you know, because it's people already know me. I'm gonna be in a hurry to hurry and pay my bills because that's how I am. Like I need to get back to work, and so I would push myself, but they're giving me space to where I don't have to worry anymore, you know. So
She's not gonna cry, y'all.
I'm not gonna cry.
She's not gonna make the rest of us cry either.
Okay. So it's good, and I'm happy and I'm thankful, and this is like the first time that I've ever been able to be at peace like this without having to worry about shit. So it's hard for me to accept because I'm not used to it, but I'm very thankful for everybody involved, everybody that sent prayers, thoughts, donations, like
Yeah, we've actually
it's all
had
good.
a lot
It's
of
all good.
a real positive feedback. We've had
Yeah.
a lot of people come in for special plants, special herbs, and things like that for her.
Yeah.
We are doing also a raffle in the shop. We have some baskets that are going to be raffled off. Whatever the proceeds from that will go to Nina as well. And I am raffling off one of my cleanses. So whatever you
Lori's
come in.
doing the Reiki.
Yeah, and then Lori, our Reiki master in the shop, she is going to be doing a Reiki session. So if you guys want to help out, please come in. It's for a good cause, I will tell you that. And we just need our girl to get better and get back in here to do the work that she's intended to do. So,
I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Catch up on a lot of the stupid TikTok reels, the little short stories, because I'm so addicted.
You guys have got me hooked.
I'm sorry.
it's a pandemic.
It is. It is. But
So,
anyways,
thanks guys. Thank you for tuning
Yeah.
in. Don't
I
worry,
hope
she is
we
coming
have-
back because if she's not, I'm gonna figure some shit out and she's
Yeah.
coming back, whether she wants to or not.
well, this is my purpose. I have to come back, otherwise I won't be living my life, you know. And so I hope we've answered a lot of your questions as far as the background and having the understanding to addiction, so you can understand it a little better. And you know, I just look forward to see what kind of ideas Miranda has, because I'm gonna be watching too. I'm gonna be on y'all's side.
She's gonna be like, and this?
Uh-huh.
No, just kidding. I will share kind of a thing that I learned, or that I actually found while I was trying to do some more research on this. As you can tell, I feel like this is a thing that hits very close to home for a lot of us. When someone loves an addict, it's like you love that addict, but you're working to keep them alive while they're working to kill themselves every day. You know, so it's like, what do you do? So if you guys have someone you love, you care about, you need help setting up a prayer thing for them, hit your girls up.
And just be careful too, because a person that loves somebody, you're taking on their karma, okay? That's addiction. That's addicted. So you could very well get depressed. You could very well get the consequences of their addiction. So you might need something too for yourself.
Yes.
Protection, cleansing, different things like that, just to keep your vibration high in order to endure this. Because as much as you want to support and take this issue on for them, this is their issue, not yours.
It's
you know?
not. And it's okay to walk away. It doesn't make you selfish. It doesn't make you ugly.
It's okay to give tough love, because you would rather give tough love and know that you're not adding to their demise rather than enabling, okay?
Yeah.
Don't feel guilty for that. Don't feel guilty for that at all.
But we're here if you guys need us. Nina will be back. This is just the one we're doing right now. So, Nina, with that being said, Shal says, sending all the love and healing to you.
Thank you, thank you.
Giselle says, sending hugs and hope, and that all goes well. And
Thank you.
I feel like that's just something that's completely spoken for a lot of
Oh
people.
yeah. I know everything's gonna go good. It's just the time, and you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with it. So maybe I'll learn a trade or something. Oh, I'm supposed to be learning how to tattoo, y'all. So I got my tattoo kit. I've got all my inks and everything. So we'll see if I'm gonna come back like the badass tattoo artist. Because I do have some ideas with that. I'm such an entrepreneur, you guys. So
She really, really is.
yeah. Well,
Sure
thank you
is.
guys so much, and just be safe, and thank you for your support and everything like that, and just trusting us to give you the information that and knowledge that we have to share. And as always, if you have any ideas, hit us up on the witching hour aasb@gmail.com, or our inboxes, Whitewater Healing. I will still respond, but I'll probably respond with, I'm not doing stuff right now, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's okay.
And not just that, we do have social media, so if you want to go back through and kind of look through those, see what kind of stuff we posted.
Yeah.
Refer back to our videos, you guys. There's a lot of good knowledge. Don't be afraid to use that email to ask for certain things that you want to see.
And also hit up Sacred Lotus on Facebook.
There you go. There you
Sacred
go.
Lotus, Facebook and Instagram, I believe. That's our other, our third person here in the shop. She's the reader, healer, cleanser. She does, you know, we all do everything, but we all have our own ways of doing things.
Facts. All right, guys. Thank you for staying tuned for another one of our witchy series. And you guys have a wonderful night. Goodbye.